He came from nothing, an outcast left for dead on the harsh Mongolian steppe. Yet, he would rise to forge the largest contiguous land empire in the history of the world. This is the story of Genghis Khan, a name that once brought terror to the hearts of kings and emperors from the Pacific Ocean to the heart of Europe. But how did one man achieve so much? How did a scattered collection of nomadic tribes become the most feared and efficient military machine of their time? His father was poisoned by a rival tribe, and his own clan abandoned his family, leaving them to fend for themselves. Their communication system was also built for speed. Genghis Khan established the YAM, an incredibly efficient postal relay system. This meant the Mongol army could coordinate complex, multi-pronged attacks across vast territories with a precision that baffled their opponents. Genghis Khan perfected the use of fear as a tool of conquest. But if a city resisted, the consequences were catastrophic. This wasn't just random cruelty. It was a calculated strategy. The stories of cities like Samarkand and Bukhara, which were utterly devastated, traveled far and wide. The next city in the Mongols' path would hear these terrifying accounts and would be far more likely to surrender without a fight. Fear did the work of thousands of soldiers. It demoralized enemies, sowed dissent, and broke their will to resist before a single arrow was fired. The Mongols also used deception and clever tactics to amplify this fear. They would mount dummies on their spare horses to make their army look larger than it was. They would use spies and propaganda to spread rumors and confusion within enemy cities. They would famously retreat, feigning defeat, only to lure a pursuing army into a devastating ambush. Every move was designed to disorient and terrify their opponents. So, you have this combination. An army that moves faster than anyone can react, combined with a reputation for absolute and total destruction if you stand against them. It was a devastatingly effective formula. From the plains of Mongolia, Genghis Khan's armies swept across Asia. They conquered the powerful Khwarezmian Empire in Persia, laying waste to some of the most advanced cities of the Islamic Golden Age. They pushed into Russia, into the Caucasus, and all the way to the edges of modern-day China. By the time of his death, in 1227, Genghis Khan had set in motion a wave of conquests that would continue under his sons and grandsons. Like Ogudai and Kublai Khan, they would push the empire's borders even further, reaching Poland and Hungary in the west, and establishing the Yuan dynasty in China in the east. At its peak, the Mongol Empire controlled more than 22% of the Earth's land area, a dominion built on the foundation of speed and fear that Genghis Khan had laid. But the legacy of the Mongol Empire is complex. While their conquests were undeniably brutal, they also created a period of unprecedented peace and stability known as the Pax Mongolica, or Mongol Peace. For the first time, a single power controlled the vast Silk Road. Trade, ideas, technologies, and culture flowed freely between East and West. Paper, money, printing, the compass, and gunpowder all made their way to Europe, thanks to the secure trade routes the Mongols established. They were tolerant of different religions and created a written law code, the Yasa, which promoted order across their vast realm. So, how do we remember Genghis Khan? Was he a bloodthirsty barbarian who brought death and destruction on an unimaginable scale? Or was he a visionary leader, a brilliant military strategist, and an administrative genius who united a continent? The truth, as it often is, lies somewhere in the middle. He was a product of his brutal time, and he used brutal methods to achieve his goals. But there's no denying his impact. He didn't just conquer the world, he connected it. He tore down old walls and, in their place, built bridges of trade and communication that would reshape the course of human history. The outcast, boy from the steppe, through a mastery of speed and a chilling understanding of fear, became one of the most powerful and influential figures who ever lived. His empire may be long gone, but the world we live in today was, in many ways, shaped by the thunder of his horsemen's hooves. Thanks for watching. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of history's most epic figures. See you next time.